And I wish them the best. I hope that Syria remains and become even better in the future, that's all.
Syrian Canadians are watching historic events unfold. That includes Regina Cafe owner Noor Mitri. He says now is the time for reflecting and rebuilding their country in a way that allows for prosperity and peace. Over 13 years ago, the Syrian Civil War began. It led to the death of more than 500,000 people. It also kicked off one of the largest refugee crises of the 21st century. More than 6 million Syrians fled their country, thousands of them coming to Canada. Ali Karsa was one of those refugees. He landed in Saskatoon. The question for him now is if and when he should return to Syria.
Is it going to become a better country? For me as a Syrian Canadian, am I going to be able to visit my country and rebuild my house, do something good for my country in the future? No one really knows yet.
Canada is home to nearly 100,000 Syrians, including refugees. According to the most recent census, about 1,200 of them are in Saskatchewan. Noor Mitri came to Canada as an immigrant before the Syrian Civil War. Since then, he's built a successful cafe business in downtown Regina. He's also watched the growth of the Syrian Canadian community, and he says that part of the way forward now is reframing how they understand themselves.
I hope that we see less and less of the sentiment of tribalism that we're seeing. I belong to this group and we want everybody to see history from our perspective. Rather, let us find a way through truth and knowledge to build Syria forward.
Mitri doesn't have immediate plans to visit Syria, but hopes to in the future. In Saskatoon, Rana Mustafa teaches at the University of Saskatchewan. She's a former professor at Al-Bath University in Syria. Mustafa is also encouraging people to reject a tribalist mindset as Syria rebuilds.
We are resilient, we are different, and our strength is in our differences and diversity.
In a statement, Federal Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly said, Canada welcomes the end of the Assad regime in Syria, a regime that has inflicted decades of suffering on its own people. As for what happens next in Syria, the country is now controlled by insurgent groups, and Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has fled to Russia. Chris Edwards, CBC News, Regina.